Happy Wednesdays, everybody. Listen. Like I said, we back. And tonight, we're going to have the Grammy Award-winning songwriter, producer, artist, Sean Garrett on with us. Y'all know him from his hits with Usher, Nicki Minaj, Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Chris Brown, Mary J. Blige. Whew! Did I say Usher? Usher. And we just going to be having a real dope conversation. So, everybody, listen. Stay tuned. Get your ass here. Be here. It's going down. Like, we about to have a good ass show. Like, I'm excited. Let's get Sean in here. I see him. And let's get this conversation going. So make sure, if y'all have any questions, comment below. I'm looking forward to this. It's about to be dope. Let's get it.
First time. Yo.
Sean, what up, man?
Man, don't kill me, dog.
I ain't gonna kill you. Technology won't stop us, though. That's the thing.
Technology won't stop us, baby. Phone tripping and shit. But we back on this motherfucking year.
Yeah, we in this thing. So I gotta say, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity to speak to you, because listen, you are one of my favorite artists, songwriters, and I'm not just capping because
man, hold on, don't cap, because I can't. Don't give me the cap. Don't give me the cap.
No cap. But
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song of mine?
What the songs that you've written? Brandy's "Do You Know What I Have"? Put it down. Like Got Me Fucked Up, Kiki Palmer. Like, there's so many records that people do not realize that you have written.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Real shit, man. Okay. Let me dial back.
BCB.
Okay, let me dial back. You went. Okay. I'm fucking with you. Okay, I got a real one right here. Okay. Listen, man.
Music since forever. But listen,
for me being late, Dave, I'm gonna give you a little extra conversation. You know what I'm saying? I held you a little long, bro. I apologize. I was in a session. My phone started fucking tripping. I couldn't get through.
Good.
But you know what? I'm gonna be respectful enough to give you a great interview. So have at it, brother.
I appreciate it. So, Sean, you've been in this business for over a decade. It's like they're going into 2 decades now. And just, the success that you've had and the things that you have done, like, how does that make you feel? Like, you've written Brandy, Usher. I can still keep going on.
Usher's, yeah. Sierra's Goodies. Pussy. Let me name all the number ones. Just my first 10 singles were Hot 100 number ones. And for those who don't know the difference between a Hot 100 number one and an R&B number one.
Let's break it down.
Hot 100 number ones are the records that cross over every genre of music and end up being on the biggest chart there is on Billboard. It's called the Hot 100s.
Exactly.
I've been blessed enough to be a part of writing and producing 18 of those number one records.
Oh shit, Luda's in.
Oh, big Luda. Oh my God. So Ludacris, now that he's jumped in, what's up, Luda? Luda's like one of my really good friends, but at the same time, he's one of my inspirations. When I came back, I'm from Campbellton Road, Atlanta, Georgia. But I moved to Europe when I was like 5 years old. So when I came back to Europe, when I would come back and forth as a young kid from Europe to America, you would see a lot of these amazing artists blowing up in America, and you from the same place they from, and you'd be like, damn, man, like one day I want to be as dope. My perspective was not necessarily being as big as these artists, but I wanted to be as dope as these artists. You know what I love most about somebody like Luda? Luda was like, okay, everybody know that, and for those who don't know, but he was a radio disc jockey.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, and he came through with a sound that was completely different than anybody that was popping, right? And Luda broke a lot of barriers. He was doubted. People like didn't ever think he would become who he became.
Yeah.
But I think
much more.
Yeah, I think Ludacris is probably one of the most dynamic, incredible artists of our time, because his songs are so dynamic. He can rock the fuck out of a party, but every time you hear a Luda record, it's a different type of energy. That's how I wanted to be as a creative artist. You know what I mean? And I don't just look at myself as a songwriter or a producer or or just an artist. I just look at myself as a creative, right? And
Yeah.
look at myself as a hit maker. So, but I've been so blessed, man. Yeah, it was a record that changed the world. I can always share until my dying days with Ludacris, Usher, and Lil Jon, the #1 record that we did that changed the fucking world, man. The number 14 song on the greatest hits of all time Hot 100 list right now today is a record called Yeah, that was hated on, that was not, people didn't believe in the record, man, but it all
Right.
came
Yeah.
together, and all of us, man, to this day are superstars in our own right. And that's the shit that's called black power.
Yes. Like excellence.
That's called excellence. That's called from the dirt. That's called believing in yourself. That's called the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that was something that and everybody loves that song. White people, black people, gays,
Everybody.
Europeans, internationally, that's just one of the biggest fucking songs of the 2000s. And to be honest with you, I think if you talk to Usher or talk to me or talk to Luda or talk to Lil Jon, we
Uh-huh.
all are. That's 4 people who really believe in culture.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Definitely
any of
culture.
us. I don't think any of us are biased. I don't think any of us are people who are racist, or we got a problem with gays, or we have a problem with anybody that's different than us. We
Right.
love.
Yeah.
I think we really love everybody, and we have our perspective, we have our stance, but at the same time we love everybody, and that's why the music, that's why that song came out to be what it really is. I think that's the emotion of the music that we were able to create and be a part of. Um, is really, it's almost like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
You know what
It
I'm saying?
is.
And I can't be more thankful and more appreciative of, like, just my whole my whole voyage, man, like my
Yeah.
whole journey, you know what I'm saying? It's just been, and all of y'all, man, like for you to say that you really love me and respect me and appreciate my music is real, because without fans, without people who respect you, without journalists, without bloggers, without television
Mm-hmm.
anchors, all that shit, like
Yeah.
without all of the people that's involved to make you whoever you are, that's the shit that like really turns your life into a legacy. You feel
Yeah.
me? So I think the understanding of that is really important for the next generation, and for people who's listening to like understand that, like, you got to understand that type of shit too when you actually in the midst of creating. You
Right.
got to think about the people that you're creating music for, and understanding that, like, you trying to give off an energy that the people that can't or don't desire to give off this energy but want to enjoy this energy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm
Talking
saying?
right. Yeah.
um that's what's important.
No, it really is important, and I'm glad that you broke that down the way that you did, and just like how incredible Yeah was, and even goodies like that record with Sierra, like lose my breath. I'm talking about
Amen.
like just records that were so classic, that are still classic every time that they perform them.
Soldier.
Soldier, like what the fuck, Sean? Like
Diva, goddamn. You feel me?
can
Fucking,
we? I want to
fuck,
ask you about Soldier and just like
get
coming up
me
with that
body,
concept.
goddamn. Upgrades me, goddamn. Bring
Right,
me
like
along, goddamn.
every everything is so
ATL,
good.
shot it.
Everything is
ATL, shot
hits. You really be penning. So I was going to ask you another question, but I'm not going to do that because
Nah,
I'm
go ahead.
curious.
Go
So
ahead, dog. I'm gonna give you what you ask me. Whatever, dog. You owe. Yeah, I owe it to you, dog. It's all good.
oh,
What you got?
no doubt. So I wanted to ask, like, just growing up in Europe and then originally being from Atlanta, like, how did you like just stay inspired with like music? How did you even gain the love of music? Like, where did it start for you?
I mean, man, if you're from Atlanta, dog, like, man, I'm from Campbellton Road. Anybody live in Atlanta, goddamn, like, my mama used to go to Mr. V. My mom used to dance on Soul Train. My mom used to dance on.
Mm.
My mom used to dance on Future Shop, James
Oh
Brown,
wow,
motherfucking show. You feel me?
yeah.
Like, man, it's in my blood, dog. I got a lot of family, man, from Atlanta, man. The Parkers, man, Andrews, like my
Mm.
mama got 13 brothers and sisters, man. My grandmama fucking black, white, and Indian. Like I'm just a mix of every. My grandfather was black. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a blessed soul, man. That just like I was fortunate, man. I mean, when I really think about it, man, it's got to be God, cause
Oh yeah.
I couldn't
Amen.
have called this, man. You know, my mom was. I talk about my mom a lot, man, because my mom. When you come to Atlanta, the one thing you learn about Atlanta, Chris, Ludacris could probably vouch for this. I know
Yeah.
JD can vouch for this. I know a lot of niggas can vouch for this, man. Our mamas, dog. We love our dads, man, but our moms, dog, is like
Something about
the
mom.
soul of us, man. Like,
Yeah.
and so, man, I know we all mama boys and shit. We got a little bit more respect that I feel like a lot of people have for they moms, and
Hmm.
it makes us go harder. It makes us want to show our moms that, like, damn, mom, like, man, if I ever make it, man, I want to just do this shit for you. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's how, I ain't gonna lie, that's how I was inspired. Some niggas was inspired by the streets. I was inspired
Mm.
by the streets, but I didn't like what the streets. I didn't like. I didn't like the downfall of the streets. You feel me?
Okay.
Like I
Right.
fuck with the streets. Like I'm from the streets, but I didn't like. Like I'm the kind of kid that I used to look. Like I used to look at the end of the shit before the beginning. Meaning,
Right.
like,
Okay.
what's the outcome? Like, what's the outcome to this? How did this shit end? You feel me? So I
Hmm.
just didn't
How
want
a
to.
lot of people should think versus making decisions so abruptly.
Exactly. And so when it came to like I was talented in sports, I was talented in music. I mean, shit, if I wanted to be a street nigga, I could have been a street nigga. I think I could have been a very strong street cat, but
Right.
I, I I I I don't know. Music is an emotional thing to me that like makes me want to communicate with people,
Right.
and I realized that music was so powerful. Like to answer your question, growing up abroad versus growing up in the States, I would see shit when I would come from the UK or come from Germany,
Hmm.
and I would see shit, and it would disturb me. I
Uh-huh.
would be like, I would sometimes feel like, damn, like my people trapped and shit. Like I would feel like my people trapped, cause
Yeah.
you know you grow up in America, it's like you grow up in these neighborhoods and shit, and it's like some people like your grandma don't want to leave the
Yeah.
hood,
True.
or you
Hmm.
know your mama don't want to leave the hood, and like you done grew up and you grown, you 18 and 19 years old, now you out in the streets and shit handling your business, but then your mama, now you got to worry about your mama, and your grandmama is still in that same place that you came
Yeah.
up in. No matter how well you're doing, unless you get your mom and your grandma out of that place, you feel me, like that shit gonna be a detriment to your game. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
for
So
sure.
the more you grow, the more success you have. You know what I mean? The more hatred that your family get. That shit
Uh-huh.
hurt me. I didn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what people fail to realize about, you know, someone like myself, my love come from seeing people happy. My love, my work, to see people happy and in the club going fucking crazy and drinking and dancing and being excited and knowing that they don't have to know me. I'm just in that motherfucker, like, partying with them, but they
Right.
jamming to some shit that I thought about was just a dream. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I just love, man, like I love being creative, and I love like my love for this shit ain't money.
Preach. I feel you.
I know I'm gonna be blessed. Like I'm gonna be blessed regardless. Like I'm a natural talent. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
God revealed who I was when I was 5 years old. I knew I was articulating shit when I was five that people weren't articulating when they was 10.
Damn. That's
You feel
amazing.
me? So,
Uh-huh.
it ain't about trying to it ain't about trying to you know, outshow somebody, or you know what I'm saying, or mash on a motherfucker. It's really about, man. It's the bigger picture. You know, it's about your people. Like I always been like, if a songwriter, producer, or artist ever fucking disrespect me, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna keep it real. What y'all seen on Versus was just a side of me that that's real. Like I really don't
Yeah.
you know, I was a little under the influence because I had just came from the dentist and shit, and
Yeah.
I was on these meds and shit. But real shit is I really don't play the fucking radio when it comes to my family or standing up for my work or standing
No.
up for everything I done put into what you know what I stand for. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that's just my energy. That's no disrespect for anybody. That's just my energy. I'll be like that with anybody. I
Oh
go up
yeah.
against anybody. I'm gonna defend all them fucking hits that I had my blood, sweat, and tears went into. People didn't understand I was flying from this place to that place and shit, and
Yes.
risking my life and being away from my firstborn child and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to make sure my baby had a roof over his head. You know what I'm saying? So this
Right.
shit all really is about my people. It's about my family. It's about and my people and my family is y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like us as a culture, you know, I know who I am. I know how many people I've helped. I know how many people I've assisted. I know how complicated it is to come up with them fucking hit songs when you on crunch time and you need the
Uh-huh.
motherfucker and your album need to go goddamn crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you can go do that motherfucking 50, $60 million tour. I know what the fuck that is. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
I've been playing under pressure for a long time. I'm good under pressure. And I'm good without saying shit. I don't have to say shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? I just do my job and do what it is that I do what it is that I was called to do. And I just, you know, I'm just gonna always be real with y'all and just give y'all the facts, man.
Right. Now that's amazing, Sean. You just hit a few different chords that I wanted to talk to you about, and family is one of them. And I don't think that people understand. Like when you have a family, and you're in any type of position, you have to work your ass off to make sure that you can provide for them, whether it's your mother, your grandmother. And I love how you mentioned both your mother and grandmother. Like that's respect, bro, for real. In your child and stuff like that, your household stuff like that. Because if home is not good and they're dependent on you,
Yeah.
you still got to answer to them, and you got to work your ass off and work your ass off. So being a new, so I want to ask you, like, being a new, when you were first like a new songwriter getting into the business, and just with those things in your mind and just going through the industry, because when you first get into it, you have to learn how to navigate in the business. It's not always easy as first. Hell, shit, it ain't easy for us right now at all, but we make it work. So
Yeah.
for when you first started as a songwriter and just kind of navigating and being in these sessions and just really having that pressure put on you, like how was like the experience, or what would you say was like going through your mind during those times?
I mean, you know, it was a lot of different emotions. You know, I got to be honest, man. You know, I went through a difficult. Um, you know, I think the hardest part, man, was just trying to be able to convince people that you understood what you understood
Mm-hmm.
and you knew what you was talking about.
Right.
Um, you know, you also go through the, you know, you go through the moments of being doubted and sort of ridiculed, critiqued. But you just you gotta find some source of, you know, I always choose God, man, no matter what. Like
Always. Uh-huh.
I just choose to have I've chosen to have God as my rock. Um, and I think a lot of people don't give, you know, enough respect to the higher being of just being able to keep you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just like keeping you like just keeping you patient, keeping you at peace, keeping you from not cracking up, keeping you from like nutting up and shit, just like losing fucking control, you know, because it's
Oh my
like
gosh, yeah.
it's a
Seriously.
fight. It's a fight. Like it's a fight sometimes. Like, you know, when I first worked with Destiny's Child, you know, I was nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? The first
Yeah.
record I did for them was I did with my man Ninth Wonder. It was called Is She the Reason? And I didn't know,
Don't
you
even get
know,
me started on that record.
you know,
The
I
whole
didn't
fucking
know.
album, but that record in particular, just it just hits.
Yeah, man, thank you, man. Like, you know, I didn't, man. I'm just thankful, dog. Like, God be sending me these songs. God just be sending me these ideas and these songs, man. It's just sometimes when you be getting them blessings and you just God be talking to you, you just be hoping people respect you enough to even just respect you enough to hear your point of view. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Because I've been so, I'm a hell of a fighter. If y'all,
you
I don't
are.
know if y'all know yet, but I'm a fighter, and I think this game is set up on minimizing us as people. Like this whole game is set up. This
Yeah,
whole fucking like what we going through right now. Like really, like we going through some shit, man. Like a lot of, well, when I get mad, I get a little frustrated with some of my peers because they get on, man, and they be talking about this bullshit. They be talking about a whole bunch of fucking bullshit, and it be pissing me off. Like you talking about, you talking about, you know, the house you got or the,
hmm
like the shit you got. Like I don't really think that shit is important. That's why y'all don't
at
really
all.
see me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I pulled up in the first 458 Ferrari in America. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't find a lot of excitement about talking about shit that I got.
Yeah.
I like to talk about shit that I'm going through. I like to talk about shit that I had to go through. I like to talk about the struggle because I'm from the fucking struggle. And
Yeah.
sometimes I think it looks,
People can feel
when
that
you,
energy too, versus talking about the cars and everything else. Because some people don't have all that.
yeah, and it's like at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, like it's cool to fucking celebrate,
Oh yeah.
but you ain't fucking celebrating every day. Like, what the fuck is you doing to make it? Well, how's your family doing? Like, and and another thing is like your family got to also understand what you go through too, being a person in the light or being a person who gets ridiculed all the time. Being a
Yeah.
creative, you get ridiculed all the fucking time.
Every time.
You get doubted, you get challenged. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about things like that because I really be wanting, people to understand like this shit is it's just not easy. It's a human, you're a human.
Right.
And I just don't find it to be. I think you're a little throwed the fuck off if you try to really make this shit like you're a fucking mechanical robot and like your life is
hmm
perfect and you don't go through shit, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be, I write like my album get ready to come out like, I hope people fuck with my records,
I've
but
heard some snippets, and them records are shoo-wee, because you got a mixture of everything. You're not boxing yourself in. Like if anybody's ever heard any of your records, which everybody who's watching this interview and is listening to this has heard, they're going to get that and then some in some of the current stuff too. They get a good balance.
thank you. That's what I'm trying to deliver on this album. Like, I'm just being honest on this album. To be honest with you, man, it's been a minute since I dropped the album,
Yeah.
and so I just really wanna. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about the chicks I like to fuck. I'm gonna be honest about the way I like to, the way I like to have sex, like the type of girls I like, the relationship issues, breakups and shit. Breakups like, you know, how I felt when I got my heart broke. I just like to talk real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to die real. I feel like if I'm, I feel like God gave me this platform to be myself, and I can see now that like what my influence was on the music game. I remember
Yeah.
like I used to look like a standout and a weird nigga when I was Sean Garrett in the motherfucking breakup video where I thought it was so cool to be my fucking self. Like
Yeah.
I know I look like a fucking boxer, and I know I was built like differently. It wasn't a thin ass nigga, and I had muscles, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like high cheekbones and shit, but a beautiful smile. You know what I'm saying? I knew that
Right.
shit, and but I knew that women like that. I knew certain women like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was cool with being the guy next door. Now every nigga in the world want to look like the guy next door. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Talk about it. Talk
so it's
about it.
cool. It's cool. It's cool to know that like or the type of records that I was writing that people was like, yo, his shit is too rappy. It's too rappy sounding or all that type shit. Now it's like every song is fucking. Now you got rappers who don't even fucking sing. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Who fucking you know what I'm saying singing. So it all man. It's like my mom used to always say. I lost my mom in '02, man. right before I did, yeah, and it's like, I remember my mom used to say, you know, you learn a lot if you live long enough. And I used to always wonder, like, what the fuck that meant. But, you know, you don't realize that shit until until I lost my mom. It's like, damn, I realized, like, damn, man, if I just stay myself and, but not be stubborn to the point that I don't understand what the fuck is going on around me and how I need to
Uh-huh.
get better and how I need to keep working harder, like, I realized, like, you know, it's okay to be yourself. Like, I'm really happy with who I am, and
Yes.
I'm really happy too that, like, you know, I became a bigger hit maker than I became an artist. But I never really even gave myself the honest, fair chance at being an artist as much as I did as a hit maker because I was being way more successful. But
Yeah.
then it left so much room for me to continue to be an artist now, and sort of
Yep.
like sing
Because
these
you leverage
songs and
that
write these.
opportunity to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, and it's like I could still do that, but I could still go out and educate and help, you know, bring up this next generation of creatives and hit makers who want to understand, how do I get number ones? Like, okay, I can get my song on the radio or I can get so-called hits, but how the fuck do I get number ones to where I can become like a legend someday? Or like, how can I change the game, or how can I change the landscape of where I live? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or how can I create moments for myself? Like, you know, I'm on the fucking red carpet in Japan, you know, fucking performing with the biggest star in China. You know what I'm saying? Boa. You know what I'm saying? Or like, man, I've been blessed on so many levels, man. Like, and I'm still like, as soon as these borders come down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this world fucking I'm doing this. I'm doing this. It's funny. I'm doing this. I'm gonna do this. These big seminars and shit. These international
You
seminars.
should.
These international shows, and I'm just gonna bring it all together to where they understand that, like I never wanted to do nothing, man, but give back to my people.
Right.
Um, and educate my people. Love women. I always wrote big ass songs for women, and I wanted to empower women. You know what I'm saying? Because of
Right.
my mom, because of what my mom showed me. And I'm not really competing with nobody here. I'm competing with the world, um, and just want to uplift my people, show my brothers and sisters what I learned as far as being a hit maker and
Uh-huh.
making the world dance and sing. You know that, and so we can get to a better place where we could be more financially, you know, in control of our life.
Yeah. And that's what it should be about. And I love the fact that you talked about passion, for what you do and the art of it, because a lot of people can get that shit misconstrued, and it's like, nah, like, you seeing me, like, my real personality, you only saw the portion of what that was for verses, but this is who I am
Yeah,
authentically.
I mean the versus shit, like, you know, it's what people don't get. We set the fucking versus shit off. Like,
Yeah,
let's cut
definitely
the
did.
fucking bullshit. Like we popped that shit off, dog. Like, cause it was real. Dream from Atlanta. So I ain't
Right.
gonna like that nigga from Atlanta. He's still my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Dream, no, I don't play no motherfucking games. Like, nigga, don't ever disrespect me, nigga. You know what time it is. Like, you know how hard
Right.
I made this shit easy for you, nigga. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I could talk to my brother like that. He know what I'm talking about. He from
Yeah.
Bankhead. He know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't mean no disrespect to him. It just he just a he just a Dream just a cocky nigga. Like,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Dream ain't one
Yeah.
of them niggas like you gotta check Dream. Like, if you don't check Dream, he gonna embarrass you. You feel
Right.
me? Like, but I don't play with Dream. I don't play with none of these niggas. Like, I don't play with nobody. Like, so, but Dream still my brother. I'm telling y'all, he's still my brother. I still will show him love. I'm still gonna love him. You know what I'm saying? But Dream, you learn from me, nigga. Don't ever get this fucked up. Like, you didn't, nigga. I put you on. I made it possible for you to motherfucking get paid, nigga, and chip up, and I took them bullets. You feel me? Like, I took them
Mm-hmm.
bullets. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't easy for me. It
Right.
wasn't
Yeah.
it
No.
wasn't it wasn't easy. Like, people make it seem like it was easy, but they wasn't paying songwriter producers up front. They was disrespecting niggas. They
Right.
was completely disrespecting us. When no fucking songwriters getting fucking paid, no, especially no black songwriter producers wasn't getting paid up front like that. They wasn't
No,
getting paid.
never. Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't
So
happening at
it
all.
wasn't happening at all. You know what I mean? And so my whole point, the dream was like, nigga, you the culture. Boy, you better stop fucking playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me run this shit
Right.
down to you real quick. And so verses wasn't really about, like, we didn't have no rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wasn't, don't get me wrong. It just Dream had said something. He put that little video up
Uh-huh.
and the nigga and he washing off his cars and shit talking about he the fucking culture. Like, nigga, you not the fucking culture, nigga. I'll run my first 10 off, nigga, and shut all your shit down.
True.
Period.
Yeah.
You
This
feel
is
me?
fact
But
stuff.
no, but at the same time, we don't have to put each other down to try to motherfucker make ourselves look good. That's always been my
Correct.
only issue with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't nigga, I ain't never had to put a nigga down to be me. I don't have to put another brother down to
Nah.
be me,
Because people
nigga.
uplift each
So
other.
don't
Yeah.
so that pissed me off. My stance for shit be on a whole nother different level
Yeah.
than what people be thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't be giving a fuck about all that other shit. Like, you know what I mean? I do what I do on site, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
gonna show the fuck up. I'm gonna turn the fuck up because I've been turning up my whole motherfucking life. I've been motherfucking popping, nigga. Period. I've been dope. I've been
Yeah,
dope.
you have.
You know what I'm saying? I've been saucy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been wearing motherfucking, man, I've been on that Tom Ford shit, nigga, in '06, '05. I've been rocking suit. Y'all go do my y'all research on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about that. Cause that
Right.
shit, I found that to be, that's the kind of shit that make you lose touch. It make you lose touch with
Right.
yourself. I don't wanna preach that. I wanna preach love and life, and I wanna keep inspiring. I want to inspire my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why the versus shit was really, it was a really, when I look at it, when I look back at it, I ain't like it. When I really look at it, like, I ain't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was true. I was
Yeah.
being
There was
honest.
definitely truth in it for
I
sure.
was being I was being honest. Nigga, don't ever disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get emotional about the shit because it's just like, in real life, dog, I'm that fucking passionate.
Oh
That's why I
yeah.
don't like
And,
people. That's why I don't
and
like
that's
people
what I
playing
like
with me.
about
Like,
you as an artist and a creative. Like you're passionate and it's like if anybody can't see that and they're not getting that from our conversation right now, they've been lost.
yeah, you know what, man? Because people play with life, dog. I don't play with life, man. I ain't got
They
time to be
definitely
playing
do.
with people and
Uh-huh.
shit. And play with popping and play with, social media sometimes be making motherfuckers play like, man, life too short, man. You got little kids out here, 8-year-old kids dying and shit, man. That shit, to me, this shit hurts me. For
Yeah,
me.
it does.
But that's me. I'm a real motherfucker. I'm not trying to be better than nobody else. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all these niggas playing tough, killing kids, killing each other. Like, that shit is fucking stupid, dog.
Right.
It's stupid to me. It just don't make no fucking sense to me. And it's like, I'm still in the fight. I'm never gonna give up who we are.
Yeah.
I think a song, maybe, call me crazy. I think a song can change everything.
Oh, it
You know
can.
what I'm saying?
You ain't crazy,
And
but
and,
it's
and,
factual though.
and that's all I live for, man. Like, that's the, man. Music is the greatest gift you could ever get, man. Cause it's like, you dream about some shit, you could just, like, man, I'm just gonna go and try to do something, man, to try to heal the world. And I know people listen. People listen to music. For people listen to music to find themselves. People
Yeah.
listen to music to find shit, like, to just, you
Find an
know,
escape and like really feel free.
searching. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, I just I don't be having time for the bullshit sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I love it for everybody that tuned in. Don't get me wrong, I don't have no hate for Dream or nothing. That's my nigga. I'm
Right.
from
Yeah.
Atlanta.
No hate at all.
You
Yeah.
know, one thing about us from Atlanta, man, we love each other no matter what. I don't know if he feel the same way about me, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
do love him. I'm gonna love him in Christ, and I'm gonna love him as a man, cause cause I made it. I was blessed enough for God to give me something to help him and his family.
Yeah.
So
You
outside of
set a
that,
path. You definitely did.
But I just don't play a nigga getting on motherfucking live disrespect. I don't play that shit, cuz I ain't never been that type motherfucker. Never. And never
Right.
will be. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes people take your humbleness, man. People take your kindness for a weakness. I ain't with all that shit.
Uh-huh.
I ain't never been that type motherfucker. But anyway, not to get so serious with y'all.
Nah,
I'm gonna
but you know what though?
keep it light.
I hear what you're saying, and everybody who's watching and they're commenting, they're like, "Yo, music is therapeutic." We feel exactly what you're saying. It's passion. It's not arrogance of what you're showing. It's like, and once you have set a path and you are on your journey and you have already knew your passion at like your purpose and passion at 5, it makes sense. You just can't be played with, and people have to respect. Like,
Well, you know what? But you know what? They ask a lot of you.
Mm-hmm.
These people ask a lot of you. Like these motherfuckers ask your fucking soul, bro.
Yeah.
They ask for you to goddamn change their life. I be like, motherfucker, did you hear that song, nigga? This song playing every day on the motherfucking radio on some station across the world every fucking day. You know what that take? That's my mama now. You don't want me to tell you about my mama now. Oh, this nigga talking about his mama all the time. Nigga, if it weren't for my mama, you would not hear this song. If it weren't for my grandmama, you wouldn't hear this song. If it weren't from us, it's almost like this whole thing that people take it for granted. It's the same situation that the people are marching about. It's like this shit is full circle, dog. That's where the passion come from. Like, nigga, I done seen people get killed. I done seen people, my mama got raped and left for dead, nigga, when I was 4 years old. Nigga, my mother dead now. I don't have time to play with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. You gonna pay me for what the fuck I do. You gonna respect me for what I do. If you don't respect me for what I do, cool. You ain't gotta fuck with me. But I'm gonna get mine regardless, because I'm going to get it. I got to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we hustlers. Nigga, I'm from the motherfucking dirt. I'm from motherfucking County Road. Straight nothing. I ain't had shit. But I'm not gonna die not being shit. That's what people get fucked up. I'm not dying not being shit. And you gonna respect me for my shit, because I'm gonna work for my shit, and I don't want no handouts. And I'm just tired of motherfuckers disrespecting people in their light. Let a nigga do, let respect each other. What I just hate that about us. We just don't respect each other, dog. That shit just be pissing me off. We just don't respect each other. The shit is stupid. It's like, what the fuck are we dying for? You know what I'm saying? And I say this to you. I'm saying this to you on your live, because I don't need to be on CBS to be myself. I don't need to be on goddamn BET to fucking be sometimes I don't even want to be on no motherfucker. I don't even like being in front of everybody all the time to try to make a point. You know what I'm saying? I just rather talk to my people. Whenever you can get the motherfucking information, you get it. You fuck with people who real. Let your soul drive you to where your heart is. Amen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so tired of these fake ass acting ass motherfuckers thinking that money define them, and like they just really on point, and they be off than a motherfucker. We got to deal with these motherfuckers. We have to deal with these people sometime, and they be off than a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. It's like, nigga, you all the way off. You off, nigga. Your location is off. Your GPS is motherfucking off. But I gotta get you right. Then I gotta look at you, tell me like you put me on. Bitch, you didn't put me on. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put me on. So we as a people gotta understand, like, we all are talented. We all are talented. It's just about finding your light. But I just want us to really respect each other more than anything. I don't even want to say love each other, man. I just want to say I want us as a fucking people to respect each other more. That's the only problem I got an issue with us respecting each other, dog. I see it every day. And I'm so tired of I'll be ready to slap the fuck out of motherfucker just for that. Cause I'm like, man, I'm so tired. I'm just tired of us not respecting each other. We want respect. You ain't gonna let nobody disrespect your mama. You ain't finna let nobody pull up in your motherfucking yard and disrespect your shit, but you think you gonna talk to somebody and disrespect them. And it's just if we stick together, and take our talents,
Yes.
photographers, bloggers, videographers, artists, creatives, songwriters, producers, executives. Man, we could do whatever the fuck we want to do. But we got to respect each other, man. And that was disrespect shit. I don't know what it is that some of us get out of making somebody else look fucking small or
Yeah.
making somebody else look weak. I don't be, man, that's the shit get you killed. That's what I get. That shit right there can get you fucked up. Seriously, because the scared motherfucker kill you.
Yep.
And that's the part that I'm so tired. I'm just tired of all these tough guys, all this tough guy shit. That shit is corny. That's the shit that's making me mad. To get back to the music, that's where all my passion comes from. Because as a kid, I used to watch this.
Yeah.
So if there's any young kids out there, man, that want to be a songwriter, man, my thing was, man, I wrote about how I wanted to see the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wrote about how I wanted to see it, how I wanted it to end. You feel me? Like I used
Right.
to. That's what made me vivid. I got more vivid. I could be more vivid. I could just allow myself to be vivid. It ain't about people ask me all the time, how you write songs for Beyonce? How you write songs for girls? My motherfucking mama was a girl. My
Right. Yeah.
motherfucking my damn I got about 8 aunts. That helped me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them going through shit with niggas and getting their heart broken, having babies and shit, and not
Yeah.
being married, and we it's not that hard.
Mm-mm.
It's not that hard, but it's just like, I want to see us push harder, dog.
We
I
have.
want to see us win. I want so much, man. To be honest with you, man, I want so much before. I don't know, man. This is me. This is shit I used to be as a kid. I used to be just like this. I just want so much more for my generation and my peers before I leave this earth. I want more for us. And people don't understand this shit gonna come from respecting each other, not
Yeah.
shitting
It
on
has
each
to,
other.
you got to respect each other because it's just not going to happen any other way. And I tell
Yeah,
people all the time, especially on this platform, it's like you've got to show respect. You got to give people the credit that they deserve. You can't be dimming anybody's light when they are doing amazing things. In us as a culture, and it's crazy that you should mention that because I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were literally talking about how as a culture, in many different cultures too, we're always any race, whatever, is breaking each other down. We're killing each other. We're saying, oh, she's not this, he's not this. It's always this constant criticism instead of uplifting and being like, look, we've got to stop this shit because if we keep doing it to ourselves and to each other people are going to do the same shit to us, and then we're going to be asking these questions.
and the result always is the same, man. The result we're gonna have to fight the opposition. That's a fact.
Uh-huh.
That shit is automatic. That's every day. You know what I mean? That shit ain't gonna never change. But what can change, what can change is what we do to each other, and
Yeah.
that's gonna make us stronger and make us better. And I know the shit sounds redundant, but this is where my music comes from. This is where, if I go in and I work with a new artist, you know, like I really love Normani. You know what I'm saying? I wanna really help Normani go to the next level.
Yeah, because she can do that, especially with you.
She can do it, dog. But you know, I just want to help her, dog. I want to help her know some shit I know. Um, but man,
How's that process been like working with her so far, like in getting her album together?
I mean, I haven't got in with her. Like I just know there's a couple songs that her people really fucking with. You know what I'm saying,
Okay.
that I did. And I'm wishing for the best, man. I'm hoping it's gonna be great. That I get at least the time. I hope I get the time with her that I got with Beyonce or something. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you
saying?
will.
I gotta, you know, Beyonce, man, that experience was, it was life changing. I was, man, I was a lucky ass person.
Right. Because we're like sending that record to Jay and then just like being flown to New York like that. Like that's one of those feelings. Like yo, it's about to go down, and I'm about to like really start my legacy right here, right now, in a different way.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even fucking really understand it that way, to be honest, bro.
Mm,
At the time, you know, I had already did, yeah. I had broke Sierra with goodies. I'm be honest, like I'm just being honest, like I shit, like as far as my life was concerned, shit, I had already did what the fuck, you know, that was really life changing for me. You know what I mean?
right.
Like Usher was, I grew up with fucking Usher. Like I was like, man, if I ever, you know what I mean? Like Usher, like, you know, or breaking somebody from Atlanta, like shit, I'm from fucking Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in my mind, but to work with her and you know, Destiny's Child was like, I ain't gonna, I was, man, I ain't even know, man. To be honest, I didn't even know that it was that big. Yeah, I knew it was big, but I was just like, man, I didn't really think I was gonna be able. Like, I was supposed to only go in there and do one song. Working with Destiny's Child, shit, I was like, shit, because you know, I looked at like Candy. Candy
Mhm.
had worked with them, you know what I'm saying, and Shakespeare, you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
So,
Shakespeare.
so
Phew.
you know what I'm saying. So
Real
from my
songwriter.
seat,
Yeah.
yeah, from my seat, shit, I was just like, shit, man, I'll be
Sean, this
good. They
live is
got.
about to, they about to kick us
I'm
off,
gonna get
right?
off. We can get off. Yeah, we can roll in a minute. But how much we got? 2 minutes.
It's actually in the 1 minute. You want to just hop back on
Okay,
real
cool.
quick?
Yeah, we got back on. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna end this live and then hop right back on immediately.
Okay, cool. All
All
right.
right,
Yo.
we back at it.
Yes, sir. Got to get to the session in a few though. But
Okay,
I'm
cool.
really appreciate getting on with you too, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this was a much needed conversation, such a vibe that people needed during these times because people are not having real conversations. People aren't even having real music industry conversations. Everything is just like smoke and mirrors all the time.
Yeah, you know what? And the thing is, you know, I can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Jay,
hear
can you
you.
hear me? Okay. Um,
Yep,
I
I
think
hear
the
you. Can you
thing
hear me?
that I'd like to give fans and you know as I think what COVID has done for me is it's really given me an opportunity to look at life and look at our struggles and look at our fight and look at the
Uh huh.
different situations that we're dealing with and what we go through. Um,
Right.
it's helped me to realize that like life is not just important, but it can be over. Like it's all we got. You know what I'm saying? Like life is all we really have, and so you got to not just think about yourself. You're not kind. You just can't just think about your significant other. You got to think about your kids. You got to think about you know what you want to leave behind, um, what you want to influence,
Yeah.
how you feel like you can add value to um, the different things that you may have seen or the things that you wanted to accomplish. So the COVID-19 shit was very like I feel like it was very impactful to me, and it's going to bring about so many more amazing songs. There's so
Yeah.
many other things that I wanted to do that I'm really gonna do. Things that I'm gonna go way more harder with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch my fans. I'm gonna touch the fans so much more. I'm gonna spend so much more time um, touching the fans. Like, and I just think just giving more. I just want to give more. I want to give more. I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna be more passionate. Even more passionate. I'm gonna be stronger. It's just a lot of things that I want to do, man, to be more effective
Yeah.
Because before, I feel like before, it's my duty now. You know what I'm saying? It's my duty. It's truly my duty to not only just do my thing and make amazing songs and help people to have fun and be excited and shit, but at the same time, man, I got a lot of help. I got to help. I got to help a lot of young creatives. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
mean, when I say creatives, I don't just mean people who write songs, produce songs. I
Mhm.
mean people who shoot film and people. I want to collaborate a lot more on writing films. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely don't.
Or doing documentaries and shit. It's just giving me a whole different outlook on life and realizing just how powerful we are as a people. And I'm just gonna. It just really sparked my creative side in a different way.
Nah, listen, that's going to be amazing once you do all of that. And I'm glad that like this is like COVID is like pushing you to come up with new ideas and say, hey, I'm going to do this master class as well. Once after this is all said and done, I'm going to do these things. I'm going to try to help put people into perspective and put things into reality, because that's all people need right now. It's just a sense of hope, a little bit of guidance. Even like myself, I created a panel series, which I would love to have you a part of, where it's literally for this, where it's like A&Rs, producers, songwriters, managers, everything, where it's like if you did not have a clue of what you want to do before COVID, you gonna know what you want to do during this time, because this platform is allowing you to hear from people who are in the business and have learned just as much as you need to learn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? And it's like, man, I mean, I this platform, the way we're learning how to platform,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to create records to break through based on the platform that I was given.
Yeah.
And I honestly think it's a little bit more easier now.
Yeah. Oh, it is
you know, just because
super easy.
it's a lot more easier now, which widens the gap. You know what I'm saying? But we're living in
Okay. Say that last part again.
stressful. Um, but the challenge, huh? What did you
I
say,
was saying,
Dave?
say that last part again.
No, I
Can you
said,
hear me now?
I said we're living in a definitely different. Yeah, can you hear me? I was saying that
Yeah, I can hear
we
you.
definitely live in. Yeah, I was saying that we definitely living in a very stressful time. Um, I think that we need to multitask better. Us all, we need to
Mm-hmm.
multitask better. We need to understand that going outside, we got to take precautions going outside. We gotta protect our families. We gotta protect ourselves. We gotta think smarter. We gotta start being a little bit more mindful of the fact that we gotta make sure we coming home. We're gonna get home.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we're gonna get home.
True.
And we gotta make sure that we empower each other. I'm so happy because I feel like I finally my team we're building some amazing things in my camp, in my team, and
Yeah.
I feel very strong about what we're doing. And so all of that is to get out and help our other people who's trying to become what we've become. um I want to help break some new artists this year, um going into the 21, because I think 21 is going to be an amazing year. I think 21 is going to be really an
It
amazing year.
is.
um But just people like yourself, man, you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate you taking the time, man. You obviously passionate about what it is that you do. You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm working with I'm working with such cool ass people. I work with a lot of creative. Shout out to my man Flip. If my man Flip is on here, um, my man Flip is one of the dopest creatives I've met in a long time. I just like working with great creative people. Um, and just enjoying the experience of being on to the next shit. You feel me?
Right. Now that's important. And before I have you go, this brand new album, when can we expect it? Because that is something that we are all itching for. Like
Well,
tomorrow, itching for.
David, let me ask you: are y'all really ready for my motherfucking album? No, that's.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Because
I
gotta say, man, dog, I'm definitely trying to push the envelope. And I just like making great music, man. But the album is definitely coming. The first single could be here. It's here, but it's here any day. I'm gonna drop that motherfucker when they least expect it. We just putting the rollout together. I got a super dope ass feature on it. I think people gonna be definitely like, okay, Sean, I'm really fucking with this.
Right.
I'll give you. I'll spill this behind. The first single is definitely for the ladies. You feel me? Or whoever you love, or whoever whatever you want. And the shit is gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm doing a lot of up tempo shit. I'm doing some sexy ass shit. I'm doing some shit that's global. But I just the most of all, I don't want to let y'all down. So I promise you that I can make you that promise, David. I ain't gonna let y'all down. I'm gonna give y'all some fucking fire.
I already know, because Sean, you've been doing this for years. So anything that comes from that pen of yours or comes up to the dome is nothing but fire. So I gotta say congratulations on the new single already in the project, because it's gonna be fire and it's gonna do exactly what you need to do. And let me say this too. I appreciate you taking your time and not just rushing to put out a sophomore album. Time in being very strategic about what music you want to do and what management should I work with, and really doing it. And shout outs to Max and Monica, your management, like artist management, like they are like the goats of like the industry. So you've already got you've got the team already set in place, and you've got the hits.
Yo, man, you know what's crazy? I did shout out to Beyonce, shout out to Matthew Knowles, shout out to everybody at Columbia. But you know what, man? I worked with Max on B-Day, and Max was the actual A&R for B-Day. A lot of people don't know that.
People didn't know that, but now they know.
And they didn't know that. And so Max, man, I gotta tell you, Max was Max is my dog, man. He's just a good guy. We love him, man. He always has a great spirit. He's just, man, some people just don't know how much they make you smile by just being themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just knowing that you can call your friend. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing you can call your friend and just be like, it's going to be a positive conversation. Ain't going to be no negative bullshit or somebody trying to be slick and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. It's just love, man. I enjoy it. So he's a great cat to work with, man. It's just like a lot of different people that's involved with that entire team. We just got big plans. And it's gonna be a lot of dope ass shit. We got some other shit I really want to tell you about, but I'm gonna save it for when the album drop.
Save it for that.
There's other team members we got that's super dope. That's got some super crazy shit coming out. I'm gonna say that. As a matter of fact, I'm having to reach out to you about interviewing this one super producer we just brought on to our team. That's incredible. He got a big ass single getting ready to drop in the next week or so. That's gonna shake up the world. I'll tell you about it later. You'll be like, damn, Sean, this is what you was talking about. When I tell you it's gonna shake up the motherfucking world, it's gonna shake up the motherfucking world.
I'm ready.
Believe that. Yes, sir.
I'm ready. So we'll have to when we end the live, so definitely follow me back, and we'll exchange information so that we can make that happen. Anything that you guys got going on over there, listen, my support 100.
Indeed, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, David.
All right, Sean, I'll talk to you later.
Be good.
All right, peace.
Peace.